Thanks, Russ. Welcome to LTCC Sports. Stephen Bowering here with Mark Zeviel to bring you the top stories from the sporting world. This week we'll dive into college basketball. With Kentucky continuing to run wild and a host of upsets to talk about, the NCAA has quite a season on its hands. The NBA world is also kicking into high gear. From fines to injuries, we have all the latest news from around the association. Despite complete dominance this year from teams such as Kentucky, college basketball has recently been witness to a group of notable upsets. On Saturday, Arizona fell to their in-state rival in a close contest that saw Arizona State win after controlling the majority of the game. Kansas lost a tale of two halves to Oklahoma State. The Cowboys trailed by 11 at the intermission, but rode a 14-1 run after the break to a victory. VCU also came up short after a thrilling game in which St. Bonaventure guard Marcus Posley hit a game-winning layup. The underdog overcame the odds each time, stunning the country with 3 top 20 teams falling.
The coaching innovator known as Dean Smith passed away this Sunday. The men's basketball idol who won 2 national titles at the University of North Carolina had been dealing with health issues.
Of all the most celebrated college coaches in history, none expressed as strong a sense of social justice as Dean Smith. Smith was always that rarest of birds.
He compiled a resume of 879 wins, 11 Final Four appearances, and 17 ACC regular season titles. Smith revolutionized the way basketball was played with his creativeness and adaptability between decades. He will be remembered as a coaching legend.
Just go after him with 2. That's not a skill. If I make a mistake, I come out. No!
The sounds on the court have been exciting for fans of John Calipari and the Kentucky Wildcats. Down with 6 points with under 8 to go in the game, Kentucky held strong to beat LSU on Tuesday night, enhancing their unbeaten record to 24-0. After fortifying their status as the number 1 team in the country, many believe an undefeated season is a priority for Calipari. But after the game, he shared a more laid-back approach.
Yeah, I never want to lose, but I'm saying to them, I want them to know I'm not worried about losing. It's not going to change me, us, nothing. I'm not worried about it.
The Wildcats have calm waters ahead with no remaining games versus ranked opponents. Leading the way has been Willie Cauley-Stein, twins Andrew and Aaron Harrison, and Karl Anthony Towns. Along with talent like this, Calipari's motivational skills have also been key.
You know, get off the floor, block shots, do what you do. I'm trying to tell all these kids, there's nothing holding you back.
With March quickly approaching, the Wildcats are looking ahead.
Hall of Fame coach Jerry Tarkanian, who built a dynasty at the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, passed away yesterday due to health issues. The legend known as Tark the Shark took the Running Rebels to 4 Final Four appearances and came away with 1 title. His preachings of defense turned UNLV around into one of the most dominant teams to compete in Division I basketball.
On National Signing Day last week, Auburn signed number 1 overall prospect Byron Cowart, but rival Alabama took home the number 1 recruiting class according to ESPN. FSU, USC, Clemson, and Tennessee rounded out the top 5.
Really what this is, it's all about putting on a show. Who'd they get? We got this guy, we got that guy, we got the top recruiting class. And so you can put that out, and now it's about next year's class.
Among the notable recruits was Cordell Broadus, son of Snoop Dogg. Broadus signed with UCLA, arch rival of his father's beloved USC.
Coming up after the break, we'll make a quick pit stop into NHL news as Western New York is buzzing in a recent blockbuster trade that allowed the Sabres to acquire Evander Kane. Also, Harvard action is pre-All-Star Game frenzy with lots to talk about coming up right after the break. Do we need to cut anything?
All right.
Okay.
We're 20 odd seconds over. All right. If we cut that, that's 20 seconds off right there.
So I can talk a little faster too.
We'll have to be.
Okay.
Okay. We probably should try to be a little bit quick with our reads.
All right, I can do that.
Because we managed to somehow be 22 seconds over.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, we are cutting the BO6 Little League World Series.
Yeah, I took it out already.
Okay. So it's going to go straight from you from Popovich to the close, just to let you know.
Okay. Welcome back. Winnipeg Jets forward Evander Kane was traded to the Buffalo Sabres yesterday along with defenseman Zach Bogosian for defenseman Tyler Myers, forward Drew Stafford, and a first-round draft pick along with prospects.
I know from talking to a Sabres source this morning when some of this was starting to really escalate that Evander Kane is 23. We're building a young core. He's a young player. He's a star, so this makes absolute sense.
Kane, a former 30-goal scorer, will miss the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. Myers and Stafford will add depth to Winnipeg as it looks to maintain the seed in the fifth seed in the Western Conference.
Injuries are rampant in the NBA, with 3 big names going down in a span of 2 days. Thunder center Steven Adams had surgery on Monday for his broken right hand, but is at risk of missing only 9 games. In Saturday's loss to the Bulls, Anthony Davis of the Pelicans fell after a dunk, leaving him with a sprained shoulder. The All-Star is day-to-day. Fellow All-Star Blake Griffin will have elbow surgery to remove a staph infection. He will be out through the All-Star game.
Injuries aren't bad news for everyone, especially Damian Lillard. The Trailblazers guard, who was very public about his displeasure for not even being named an All-Star reserve, will take the injured Blake Griffin spot as a starter on the Western Conference team. Ranking 13th in the NBA in points per game, 15th in assists, and 6th in three-pointers made, Lillard should be pleased his talents finally getting recognized.
NBA veterans should know that mouthing off never pays off, except for the league. Chris Paul, who publicly criticized first-year ref Lauren Holtkamp for issuing him a technical foul, was fined $25,000.
Someone was
The head coach
like the tech that I got right there was ridiculous. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what she say. That's terrible. There's no way that can be a tech.
The problems arose based on the ref's gender. Was this a sexist comment or Paul just expressing his distaste for the call? NBA Players Association Executive Director Michelle Roberts assured the public CP3 would never demean women.
The weekend will be full of the action-packed excitement time in the NBA between the All-Star Game, the dunk contest, and three-ball competition. Thanks for tuning in to another great edition of LTCC Sports Radio. I'm Mark Seepo with Stephen Bowering. Have a happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you for joining us this week when we get to cover the best from college basketball and the NBA, and we hope that you will join us next week.